afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm not wearing green, but there's, right here, there's green right behind me, so that counts. Oh boy, let's see. We are going to do a fun project today. It's a do-over on a service that I did month, 6 weeks ago, I don't know, a while ago anyway. If you're hopping on, please say hello. I'd love to know that somebody's out there watching and that I'm actually going live and not just talking to myself. Let me take those off for a second. So let me put you down here. What we're doing, this is, my tea over here. This is our reclaimed surface. It's a drawer front. And make sure I have it going the right way. I got my sawtooth hanger there. This was white, and I sanded it down, really roughed it up, and then put a little layer of stain over it because I had it hanging by my front door and it was too white. I don't have, we'll see if we can do this today so I can talk. See you while I'm talking, see me while I'm talking with you. I don't really have a lot of white in my house. I mean, the bathtub is white and the bathroom sink is white, but I don't have a lot of white decor. It's more country themed, so I like the brown colors. So what I did was I just, I did take it outside and I sanded it down with an electric sander. And then I brought it in and I stained it, and that was a few hours ago. So this is all nice and dry. It feels really good. But we are going to need to put a coat of wax on it. So let me get that. And then we're doing a layering process today where we're going to put a transfer on the country tiles. You've seen me do it once before. And then we're going to sand that down a little bit so it's just very faint in the background here, because I want my words on top to pop. I like how this came out really really rustic looking. So yeah, it was painted white. You can see this is the color it was, except for that stain there. This is the color that it was, and this is what it is now. Hoping my phone battery hangs in there. I have it plugged in, so I kind of have cords running everywhere. A little bit more here. Anybody have any plan for St. Patrick's Day? We usually do the traditional corned beef and cabbage, but not this year. I didn't buy the corned beef. Let's get our buffing cloth here. Shine that up a little bit. This had before, bless our home or bless our house. I don't remember. It was a nice sentiment. It wasn't the sentiment I didn't like, it was the color. You know, you gotta love Chalk Couture surfaces. I mean, you could do this with a piece of wood too. All right, that feels good. Now we're going to get a fuzzing cloth. Let's put this away for a minute. We'll use it again. I'm going to set this aside so I can really get this. We might not have to fuzz it too much. We've used it before. And these are the colors I chose. So this is going to be the farmhouse tile, and we'll dry that and then sand it down a little bit. And then the letters will be a combination of brown and black, or this is called bark and black. Okay. So you've seen this before, isn't it pretty though? I love it. So I've used it, I don't know, maybe 3 times. Here it is. Maybe 4 times. I just really love it. I won't be able to wash this in my little pan of water. It's too big, so I'll have to take it to the sink and wash it when I'm finished. So on this is a D size transfer. What I like to do is you really don't want them to stick onto themselves like that. Pull it apart gently. There we go. I take a fuzzing cloth and stick half of it down, and then pull off the second half. Put my backer sheet over there, and fuzz the second. Still feels nice and ooh, it feels really sticky still. That's good. So I'm just going to put a layer. These are adhesive vinyl. So there's a sticky side and then there's the side you put the chalk on. And so what we're doing is just taking some of the stickiness away by putting a layer of terry cloth lint. These are fuzzing cloths that Chalk Couture sells, but you could use a large bath towel for one this size, or anything, you know, that has some fuzz on it. And then this side is the microfiber side. It's really good for drying. Let's do one more. Okay, set this over here for a second. Let's get our board up here. Make sure, I can't tell you how many times I've chalked my project and the sawtooth hanger was at the wrong side. So make sure your hanger is where you want it to be. Done that a couple of times now. And if you fold it, you can fold it just the non-sticky side to the non-sticky side while you're holding it. Okay, now we're going to line this up. And let's see. It's not going to go all the way, which will probably be okay because we're going to sand it anyhow. But let's see what we want. I don't know if I want that in the middle or not. I went right to the edge there, maybe there, and then we could lay it down again on this side and put another little strip of the transfer. Make sure I have that straight though. If I line it up there. Not sure. You know, it's all an experiment. You just try something, see if you like it. You could get more of the diamonds in there. Look like little tulips in the design. I think we'll do that. Right there. So we just want to press it and make sure that we get all the air out of it. Anchor it down. And I'm just doing the top. Okay, we're going to use this Dune. Let me get my stir sticks here and stir it up. Looks pretty good still. Yeah. Let me see here. My camera is not really facing very good today. This is a beautiful, that's just really what you want right there. Okay, so we're going to take our large, well, they call this a small squeegee, and then we have a mini squeegee. And we're just going to get this on here. And really what I want is to just, it's going to be just we want just like a background of this design on this board. I'm just putting it on and smoothing it over the transfer. A little bit more over here. I don't know if this is a repeating. I thought the new backgrounds were repeating patterns. I guess we'll see. I think there's an air bubble there, darn it. Okay, and just take off your extra, put it back in your jar. Try to keep it in your jar. All right. Let's pull this and see how that looks. It looks pretty. And let's see if, let's see here. If this was up here, just so we can get a little bit on that edge. Be just right about there, I think. I don't want to lay it on there. I think we'll just leave that. I think it'll be fine because we're going to sand it anyway. So I'm just going to stick that on the side of my table. I need to really wipe that off a little bit. That jar got really messy. And if you have paste gunked on the side of your jar like that, the lid's not going to seal it, and your paste is going to dry out a lot faster. So I'm just trying to wipe that off. There we go. That's a little better. Let's dry this. You can see when it dries. It turns a little bit lighter color, and then the shininess goes away also. I think that works. I'm gonna get a piece of sanding paper here. This one is well used. And now we're just gonna sand this down a little bit. And just stress it a little bit more. Kind of lifting it up, not exactly what I wanted. Try a different. I don't know if I was supposed to wax it first. I don't know, we might have to do it over, we'll see. No, it's fine. This is what we want. See if I can dump this in the trash. That ice. It's just distressed it a little bit more. Don't want sawdust on here though when we go to lay our next transfer down. I'm going to put a layer of wax over this. Looks pretty like that too. I always say that when I do layering. I say, oh, it looks pretty just like that. But let's do the next step and see how it comes out. Well, hi, Scotty. Happy St. Patrick's Day. How are you doing? What do you recommend for individuals who are not comfortable experimenting or risk adverse? A lot of our projects, if you're talking about Chalk Couture, Scott, a lot of the projects are foolproof. You know, this may be a tiny bit more advanced than beginners, but the thing is that with our surfaces, they're reusable. You can just take some water and wipe it off and redo it. Does that answer your question? Why are you wanting to do Chalk Couture, Scott? And if you have more comments, oh, hi Teresa, thanks for joining. If comments come up, sometimes I don't always get to see them, but I always go back and check after the live has finished downloading. So we're doing a layering project today, Teresa. I put a transfer on and then I distressed it and sanded it, and I sanded down this board before I started videoing. It was an all white board. It's one that Chalk Couture sells, but it was this color white and it was just too bright and stark. And so I sanded it and then put a little bit of stain on it. And this is where we are right now. And it feels so nice. Okay, now we're gonna get, oh, I've set this aside again, because now we're gonna get our next transfer out. And I don't know if all of this is gonna fit on there, but, and thank you for a house full of people I love. Isn't that nice? So nice. So Scott, if you go, let's see here. If you go to that website, that's my shop. You can look at the products there, and any of the reusable surfaces is something I would recommend to start with. Let me show you one like this. This board, this is actually magnetic. This surface is porcelain steel. So this is one example, but you can just wash. If I just rub it like this, it doesn't come off. It's a nice dry finish. But if I wet it down and then I use paste scraper, it comes right up. And then you use a board eraser and take it off, and you're ready to go again. So that's an example, one example of the surfaces, but there's a lot of surfaces in there. We need to write on this. And thank you. And the reason I write on the back of my transfers is so I know which side to put the, after I clean the transfer, I know which side, because these are, the backer sheet is double-sided. This is a paper side, it's a matte, kind of matte. The other side has a bit of a vinyl feel to it. It's shiny. You can see it's shiny. And that's the side you want to put back on your transfer. So we'll just set this aside until we use it. Clean that transfer and use it again. These transfers are reusable, which is great. 8 to 12 times, and if you take care of them, like wash them pretty quickly after you use them, and clean out that silk screen, they're reusable more than that. I'm gonna fuzz this. Put this away, so go away. You have a better screen of what I'm doing. little bit more. Like I was saying yesterday, you can kind of hear when it's to the right point. It doesn't make that same loud pulling sound. That feels better. Yeah, that feels good. Okay. Make sure my hook's going the right way. Stick this on me until now. I'm going to line that up over that. Let's see how much we can get on here. Oh, we're going to be able to get the whole thing on there. I like the amen in there too. Yippee skippy. How do you know if a leprechaun likes your joke? Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? Make sure that looks good. We're going to go with that. Let me just see. That's good. Okay, how do you know a leprechaun likes your joke? He's doubling over. Dublin, D-U-B-L-I-N. Bada bob, bada bing. I'm just pushing to get all the air out of there. And I thought we'd do black and brown. I just want to see if there's anything else I want to do instead. Those colors show up really good. Blue, if I had any blue in my house, blue would be really pretty on this, but I don't have the blue theme going. Okay. That one, I'm going to use black. Might need to add some water to this. I'm slowly going through the old paste. It's still really good though. I might put some brown in there just to kind of tone the black down a little bit. Storm would be pretty. Might not be dark enough. We'll do this. Okay, let's stir up our brown. And if I get to the point where I really don't like it, you know, for me, it's never a problem to try something because I can go and sand it down again and do it all over. And then I get to do another project. It's a bonus. Okay. So we're going to do the hot mess. That's where we put a little dab here and there of both colors. Let's see. Oh, we didn't get any brown on that A. Get them a little in there. All right, we'll take our small squeegee and we just start swirling it until we get it all mixed in. Need a little bit more. Got a little dry on me. And out. Okay, now just get off those squeegee lines because they'll show on your transfer when you pull it up. Yeah, it looks nice and smooth. And I can put this back in the black. It's mostly black. Let's pull this up and see. It came out so nice. I'm not even kidding. It's gorgeous. Okay. Whoops, do I have a transfer stick in there? No. Sticking my transfer together, darn it. There we go. Okay. I gotta get those to the sink. So, there it is. Look at this beautiful, beautiful sign that we made. And we did it in 32 minutes. It came out really nice. And the transfer is naturally distressed. That's why the letters look distressed there. They're made that way. And I'm very happy with it. What I will do, oh, you know what we should have done, and I didn't do, I didn't re-wax it, but I will wax this once that's dry. Okay, you guys. Well, I appreciate everybody that jumped on and said hello. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Scott. That was so sweet of you guys. If you have any questions about Chalk Couture, you want information on the monthly club that we have, it's a subscription. It's $19.99 a month. If you want all the details on that, send me a message. And if you're interested in becoming a designer like I am, I'll be happy to share all the wonderful information and incentives that go along with that program. So that's it for now. Happy St. Patrick's Day.